Fortnite is one of the most valuable games of all time, which has helped boost its developer Epic Games to a whopping valuation of $17 billion. With that amount of money in the equation, it's no surprise that other people want to create their own money printers, so today we're looking at 10 games that copied Fortnite. This is technically episode 2. At the end of the video, you can watch part 1 where we show things that Fortnite stole from each game, so just to be fair, we're doing a second part. Alright, we're super close to 4 million subscribers. Subscribe or 10 years of bad luck or something like that. Let's start off with number 10, Royale. Alright, look, if you're gonna make a Fortnite clone, I don't think it's unfair to expect a minimal amount of effort, right? In terms of gameplay, Royale isn't all that different when compared to other Fortnite ripoffs. You got all the classic builds, from ramps to walls, and even floors. Alongside building, they even have the same colored loot rarities that we're all used to. The problem here is that graphically, Royale is, well, embarrassingly bad. It kinda looks like what Fortnite would if it was run on a calculator, but graphics aside, this game also copies Fortnite's old Battle Royale logo as if it wasn't already enough what they're trying to do. If there's one thing that Royale does kinda right, probably because the name had to at least make some kinda sense, is the interactable rocket ships and a weird presence of UFOs. The trailer doesn't exactly explain what either of these are, rather it tries way too hard to be relatable with really poor meme placement. So your guess is as good as mine when it comes to what these rockets and UFOs actually do, but hey, at least they tried something new. Number 9, Creative Destruction. In terms of quality, Creative Destruction may be one of the most impressive Fortnite clones to date. While it doesn't do a great job at hiding how much it's actually copying from Epic's game, the graphics quality is pretty neat for a mobile game, and they've even added a couple unique features that I wouldn't mind seeing in Fortnite. Out of all the Fortnite clones, you may have actually heard of Creative Destruction, seeing as it was a relatively popular game. A lot of the Fortnite community would even joke about moving over to it whenever they were unhappy with the state of the game, which seems to be like always. This game actually has quite a few unique items that would be really interesting to see in Fortnite. While most of them are just basic weaponry, things like the flamethrower could work really well alongside the environmental fire damage added with Season 3. Overall, if for whatever reason you're looking to mess around on a Fortnite clone, Creative Destruction might just be one of the best ways to go. Oh, it's also really important to note that Creative Destruction was actually called Fortcraft, and then they had to change their name, I think due to a legal reason, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Coming in at number 8, we have Roblox's Strucid. On its own, Roblox isn't a bad game at all. You could argue that it takes inspiration from the blocky aesthetic of Minecraft, but other than that, it really is its own game. Roblox is a creative playground for players to explore the endless possibilities of user-generated content. You can think of it like custom Minecraft servers and mods, but on a much larger scale, and not to mention, it's free. Because Roblox allows its players to create the content that everyone plays, it's known for its endless clones of popular games, such as Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and of course, Fortnite. While there are a ton of Fortnite clones in Roblox, one that stands out the most is Strucid, which is a mod which doesn't even try to hide the fact that it's completely unoriginal. Aside from the obvious, Strucid goes above and beyond to be the Roblox Fortnite clone, even going as far as to rip off emotes right out of Fortnite and put them in their own game. Although, if there's one thing Strucid does better, it has to be hats. Please Epic, we've been waiting to see headgear in Fortnite for so long. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, Strucid just doesn't compete with Fortnite in terms of quality, but if you prefer the Roblox engine more than Fortnite, I guess it's the game for you. At number 7, there is a game out right now called Mad Guns, and the name itself doesn't really reveal too much until you take an actual look at the game. From the very first few moments, you could tell it's obviously a massive Fortnite clone, although it does have a different pixel art style and a few other changes, so at least they put a little effort in unlike others. Mad Guns also offers something different from Fortnite, which are roosters, octopuses, and some kind of crafting card system. While it pretty much carbon copies gliders and the building system straight from Fortnite, Mad Guns does try to put its own stamp on the Battle Royale genre. I doubt it's the most well-made game out there right now, but at least it's adding new stuff that's never been seen before. I mean, I wish I could say the same about some of these other games, but anyways, I have to show you guys this next one. The name is just ridiculous. Number 6. Alright, here's a question. What's the most unoriginal yet hilarious name you could use for a game that's totally not a copy of another super popular game that's out right now? I've got it. Introducing Fortnite Last X Battlefield Frontline Survivor. Okay, you can't even act like I'm serious with a name like that. Like, before we can even get into the gameplay, can we just take a moment to appreciate that this title is a mix of Fortnite, The Last Jedi, Battlefield Hardline, and Survivor the TV show? I don't know who thought this name was a good idea, but I'm just gonna call this Survivor from now on. Alright, so anyway, Survivor is a mix of Fortnite and Call of Duty, with really poor quality in both graphics and utility. Weapon handling seems to be super clunky, and the art style just doesn't look all that good. They also decided to use Fortnite's battle bus and gliders, but inside a game with a military theme and a map that's all green and brown. I hate to say it, but this might just be the worst Fortnite clone that I've ever seen. Number 5, Sausage Man? Yeah, while most of these copycat games are named in a way that's similar to Fortnite, one stands out from the rest as the most random name of them all, Sausage Man. Despite the core gameplay being an obvious clone of both Fortnite and PUBG, the developers of Sausage Man have clearly put effort into making this a game of their own. Weirdly unique name aside, this game doesn't try to copy Fortnite's characters, art style, or weapons. It even has its own somewhat original emotes. Lastly, the promotional art for this game is actually pretty clean, and I've got a lot of respect for how much effort was put in this project overall. It is kind of a bummer to see a dev team this talented working on a clone instead of their own original title. Number 4, Last Day Battleground Survival Fortnite. That's actually the name of the game, by the way. Okay, yeah, it might not be as bad as the Survivor game that we just talked about, but if you're like me and love just how bad these Fortnite ripoffs can get, let's take a look at Last Day Battlegrounds Survival Fortnite version 2. Another mouthful title for a game that couldn't come up with its own original ideas. Yikes. Even though the name literally has Fortnite in it, this game doesn't make it obvious that it's trying to pull in fans from the game that we all know and love. There's actually no building, the art style tries to be realistic instead of cartoony, and the gameplay is even in first person. I'd more as if compare this title to both Call of Duty and PUBG, but I can't help but laugh at the mess of a title that they've given this one. Number 3, Pixel's Unknown Battleground. PlayerUnknown's Battleground, or PUBG, was one of the big kickstarts into the Battle Royale genre that is still spinning out of control to this day. However, just looking at the numbers, it's safe to say that Fortnite ultimately came out on top in terms of popularity. The success of these titles has spawned countless clones, but one of the most confusing has to be PixelUnknown's Battleground. From the name alone, one would assume that it's going to be an exact copy of PUBG. I mean, if you're going to blatantly rip off the name, why not rip off the gameplay too, right? Unsurprisingly, it seems that the developers of this game went for a mix of Fortnite's gameplay with a PUBG-style name. Aside from the forgivable aspects like rarity-based loot and the lack of building, which is kinda obvious, PixelUnknown's Battleground even has a battle bus. Like, come on, man. All in all, every game has a chance to become the next Fortnite or PUBG, but taking shortcuts and just straight up copying other games isn't the way to do so. It just usually leads to your game being seen as a joke instead of something that's worth checking out and playing. Like, would any of you guys actually play this? Yeah, I didn't think so. Coming in at number 2, this next Fortnite ripoff is a roller coaster of emotion, so strap in and get ready for Royale Robot Warrior Fortnite Battlefield. I mean, sheesh, I can't even say that title without laughing. So upon spawning in, you're already equipped with a loadout and a boatload of ammunition. I guess this can be considered a good thing, but there's a serious lack of building which makes the gameplay feel lackluster. Once you get eliminated though, this is where things get pretty hilarious. If you thought Fortnite's item shop or even loot boxes in other games were annoying, this game requires you to pay to play the missions. Like literally the base missions of the game. For $3 you could play Valley of the Kings, or for free you could play Robot Fortnite Headquarter. To really seal the deal here, this game even throws advertisements at your face while playing the mission that you just paid for. Like, I thought some of the earlier games on this list were bad, but $3 just to retry a level? They're just really making it obvious that they're only trying to cash in on the hype surrounding Fortnite. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Project Battle Android. While it's still an obvious Fortnite clone, Project Battle Android seems to have put a noticeable amount of effort into their mobile Battle Royale title. Published by Tencent, who actually has a large partnership with Epic Games, Battle Android appears to be an attempt at taking Fortnite and making it as futuristic as possible. Forget gliders, this game has hoverboards that you use to fly down into the map. We also see a futuristic take on Fortnite's loot chests, as well as the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds armor system in place of shields. Weapons feature futuristic sounds similar to those seen in Star Wars or the Pack-a-Punch weapons in COD Zombies. On its own, these features don't make the game a Fortnite ripoff, but paired with a third-person gameplay, similar loot, and a building system that looks like it controls horribly, you can't deny that the developer didn't know that they were trying to milk the popularity of Fortnite. But hey, click on screen right now to check out this amazing video. This, of course, has been your boy Tommy, and you're watching Top 5 Gaming.